You sit at your kitchen table, staring at the digital screen of your blood pressure monitor. It flashes 155/92. You feel a deep, exhausted frustration. You have done absolutely everything you were told to do. You threw away the salt shaker. You stopped eating bacon. You walk every morning. You even take the prescription medication your doctor gave you. But the numbers refuse to drop into that safe, green zone. You assume your body is just broken, or that this is the unavoidable penalty of getting older. But here is the brutal biological reality that the standard 15-minute clinical visit completely misses. Your high blood pressure is very often not a disease. It is a desperate, screaming symptom of a severe nutrient deficiency. You are trying to force a biological door open without the physical key. Today, we are going to look at the number one nutrient deficiency driving high blood pressure in adults over 60. It is a deficiency that affects nearly 80% of the population. It completely paralyzes your blood vessels, and the most terrifying part is that your current blood pressure medication might actually be the exact thing stripping it from your body. To understand why your blood pressure is high, you have to stop looking at your heart and start looking microscopically at the walls of your arteries. Your arteries are not just dumb rubber hoses. They are lined with a highly intelligent layer of smooth muscle. For your blood pressure to be normal, that smooth muscle must be able to rapidly expand and contract. This expansion and contraction is entirely controlled by a microscopic electrical system operating inside the cells of your artery walls. When your body wants an artery to contract and increase pressure, it floods the smooth muscle cells with calcium. Calcium is the biological trigger for tension. When calcium rushes into the cell, the muscle violently cramps, the artery clamps down, and your blood pressure spikes. But your arteries cannot stay clamped down forever. They have to relax. To push that calcium back out of the cell and force the artery to open up, your body requires a highly specific mineral to unlock the cellular door. That mineral is magnesium. Magnesium is nature's original, biological calcium channel blocker. When you have abundant levels of magnesium in your bloodstream, it physically sits on the cellular doorway and blocks excess calcium from rushing in. It acts as a biological bouncer, keeping the artery relaxed, wide open, and flexible. But when you are deficient in magnesium, the bouncer leaves the door. Calcium floods into the smooth muscle of your arteries unchecked. The blood vessels lock into a permanent state of cramped, rigid spasm. Your heart is now forced to pump thick blood through narrow, cramped pipes 24 hours a day, and your blood pressure skyrockets. You might be thinking that you eat a healthy diet, so you could not possibly be deficient. This is the greatest illusion in modern nutrition. You can eat salads all day long and still be profoundly deficient in magnesium. The reason lies in the dirt. For the last 70 years, modern, industrialized monocrop farming has completely destroyed the topsoil. We grow the same crops on the same land year after year, using synthetic fertilizers that stimulate rapid growth but do not replace the deep, elemental trace minerals in the earth. The spinach and the broccoli you buy at the grocery store today contain a fraction of the magnesium they did 50 years ago. The plants simply cannot absorb a mineral that no longer exists in the soil. You are eating food that looks healthy, but is biologically hollow. But the depleted soil is only the first part of the trap. The second part involves the relentless chemical assault of the modern diet. If you drink 2 cups of coffee in the morning and maybe enjoy a piece of bread or a sugary treat in the afternoon, you are actively burning through whatever microscopic stores of magnesium you have left. Sugar and caffeine are severe metabolic stressors. To process just 1 molecule of glucose from a sugary snack, your body requires 54 molecules of magnesium. You are literally bankrupting your biological reserves just to process your lunch. Then we arrive at the most brutal irony of the medical system. Let us look at the medication sitting in your pill box. The first line of defense prescribed by doctors for high blood pressure is almost always a diuretic, commonly known as a water pill. Drugs like hydrochlorothiazide are designed to force your kidneys to flush excess sodium and water out of your body through your urine to lower your blood volume. But your kidneys are not perfectly selective filters. When the medication forces your kidneys to flush the sodium, it aggressively flushes your magnesium right along with it. Your prescribed blood pressure medication is chemically stripping your body of the exact mineral your arteries desperately need to relax. You are trapped in an endless loop. You take the pill to lower your pressure. The pill flushes your magnesium. The magnesium deficiency causes your arteries to spasm. Your pressure goes back up, and your doctor increases the dose of the pill. There is also a massive misunderstanding about potassium. Every health article tells you to eat more potassium to lower your blood pressure. Potassium is absolutely critical, but here is the deep biochemical secret that nobody tells you. Potassium cannot enter your cells without magnesium. Magnesium operates the cellular pump that pulls potassium inside the cell where it does its job. If you are deficient in magnesium, you can eat 10 bananas and 3 avocados a day, and that potassium will just float uselessly in your bloodstream before being excreted. Magnesium is the master mineral. Without it, the entire cardiovascular electrical system collapses. To break this cycle, you must aggressively and intentionally restock your magnesium reserves. You cannot rely on a standard, generic multivitamin. The supplement industry is completely unregulated, and they prey on seniors by filling cheap vitamins with a form of the mineral called magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide has an absorption rate of less than 4% in the human gut. The other 96% simply pulls water into your intestines and acts as a harsh laxative. You are flushing your money down the toilet, literally, and your arteries remain starved and rigid. If you want to fundamentally change the tension in your blood vessels, you must acquire highly bioavailable, chelated magnesium. Chelated means the magnesium molecule has been chemically bound to an amino acid, allowing it to easily slip through your intestinal wall and directly into your bloodstream. You need to look for magnesium glycinate or magnesium taurate. Magnesium glycinate is bound to glycine, a calming amino acid that directly soothes the central nervous system, making it perfect for seniors whose high blood pressure is driven by anxiety and poor sleep. Magnesium taurate is bound to taurine, an amino acid specifically utilized by the heart muscle to regulate its electrical rhythm. Taking a therapeutic dose of either of these specific forms in the evening gives your cardiovascular system the exact biological key it needs to push the calcium out of the cells, open the arterial pipes, and drop the pressure while you sleep. You must also rebuild your diet to include the absolute most dense, whole food sources of this mineral. Do not reach for the generic vegetables. You need seeds. Just 1 single ounce of raw, unroasted pumpkin seeds contains nearly 40% of your daily magnesium requirement. Keep a jar of them on your kitchen counter. Eat a heavy handful every single afternoon. Swap your iceberg lettuce for dark, heavy greens like steamed Swiss chard or boiled spinach. By combining the deep nutritional density of pumpkin seeds with a highly bioavailable chelated magnesium supplement, you are launching a 2-pronged biological rescue mission for your arteries. Your high blood pressure is not a mysterious curse, and it is not just a side effect of gravity and time. It is a mechanical failure caused by a microscopic deficiency. Your arteries are cramping because the calcium channel is stuck wide open and the bouncer is missing. Stop trying to chemically suppress the symptom and start fixing the structural foundation of your cardiovascular system. Replace the master mineral. Force the cellular doors closed. Give your blood vessels the biological permission to finally relax. This information is based strictly on deep clinical biomechanics, cellular physiology, and advanced nutritional biochemistry. It is strictly for educational purposes and is never a replacement for the personalized care of your physician. Do not ever stop taking your prescribed blood pressure medications, especially diuretics, without speaking directly to your doctor. Bring this information to your next appointment. Ask them to test your intracellular red blood cell magnesium levels, not just your standard serum levels, to get the true picture of your deficiency. Take exceptional care of your cellular engine. Feed your arteries what they are begging for. And I will see you in the next video.